Yo, what up, people? How we doing?
Uh,
I guess like it's I feel like it's about that time again. But first, before I say the magic words that we're all grown accustomed to, real quick, y'all didn't know we got a new channel. It's called Smoking Hot Takes
oh
by
shit.
Safety Meeting Productions. Go check us out on YouTube. The two things will be there at the end of the video. We'll drop the link in the bottom. Go check it out. It's me and Joe talking about sports, talking about everything. We're doing a sports debate. It's pretty interesting stuff. It's completely different than safety meeting. That tickles your fancy. Go hit that like. So with that said, hey Joe, let's have a
Cheers.
fucking safety meeting, bro.
I like the effects. I don't know if you guys like the effects after safety meeting comes up, but I like them.
Just as a reminder, what's a safety meeting again, Joe?
Two people or three people or four people, as many people as you want, getting together, smoking, and talking about real shit. Talking about the what ifs and the maybes, all of it.
We talk about hypotheticals. We talk about possible resolutions. We talk about creating a shared vision.
Did you know Germany is currently running ads to help feed the starving Americans? We are now a third world country. I did not know this until today. Just recently found this out.
Yep.
But yeah, see, I remember growing up and seeing, people from other countries on our TV pay $1 a day, or 10 cents a day, and you can help feed this village. Pretty fucking crazy that this is now America.
A little bit. I think it's funny how 8 months ago, everybody in the world was kind of sitting back and idle, waiting for the United States to man up and go take this thing head on. Right? Now, everywhere else around the world, they're taking all their shit head up. From Germany to the Philippines to Vietnam to Sweden to the Netherlands to Puerto Rico to Cuba to all over the place. There's an uprising, or as the fake woke nowadays call it, is part of the Great Awakening. Now, the reason why I say fake woke is because, well, I mean, everybody has their own definition of what woke means, right? Remember how it started trending and everybody's like, oh, I'm woke. I'm woke. Nah, man, you're just running your mouth. It's the equivalent of saying,
Aaron Rodgers
hey,
is fucking woke.
I'm cool. So then, you got all these people that call themselves woke, and then you got all people that call themselves fake woke. In the end of the day, it's just another way to label yourself. If you got a brain, if you got two eyes and a set of ears, you can see everything that's happening all around you. It's blatant, plain as day. If you choose to look the other way and wait for everybody else to fight your fights, you're fucking fake woke. You're just participating in the conversation so people don't look down on you, and you should be ashamed of yourself. This is a fight that we all have to participate in. Don't be fake woke. Wake the fuck up. Do what's right by you, your family, and your communities, and fuck all the haters.
So
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. So not to kind of bring it off topic. Did you hear about the tragedy that happened this weekend at the ASTROWORLD Festival? Travis Scott?
Oh, man, have I? I think the whole world is. I
So
think the whole world is paying attention to that one.
so there's a couple things that I would like to ask you. Did you happen to notice what the stage looked like?
It looked like a portal. It was like a replica of CERN.
Nope, not what was behind him, but the actual stage.
Oh, the upside down cross.
Yep. So he's on an upside down cross going into a portal, right? Now, just to get into the festival, there was you remember in Fortnite when they had the big Fortnite event that he took part of, and how they had that big Travis Scott head that was with his mouth wide open. You had to walk through that just to get into the festival. Okay. So if you put the portal, the upside down cross, the big head with the mouth that you have to walk through, it is actually an ancient depicting of what the underworld looked like. To get into the underworld, you had to go through like this big giant mouth, right? Through a portal that brought you to the underworld. So what if Travis Scott was in fact summoning a demon of some sort?
Or what if Travis
And
Scott is a demon?
and these people that died were nothing more but than his sacrifices? He can't be a demon. I think we've had this conversation, because a demon cannot possess a physical body.
What about all those people?
That is in fact why they're a demon. They're a soul that is never allowed to possess a physical body.
So what about all the people in the world that are possessed?
You're talking to a person who doesn't actually believe in possession. I think that is people that suffer from mental illnesses that decades and generations ago, we didn't know what these illnesses were. Like people that were suffering from like schizophrenia and multiple personality disorder and shit like that. And to whereas nowadays it's more just a money grab. It's publicity. My name gets out there. They might make a movie about me.
True.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, the way all the scriptures from every religion tells you, a demon cannot possess a physical body. So therefore, possession would have to be false. If anything,
So-
that's just that, in my opinion, that's just a way for like the Christianic and Catholic religions to create control.
Say, don't go near this person. They're acting kind of funny. They got the
That-
devil inside them.
That and saying don't do too many things, because then you open yourself up to possession.
True. But I would think, I mean, I don't know. I've never went down that road, but I would think that if you wanted to, if you wanted to embrace the darkness, that's something that you have to sign up and ask for. You don't just
Oh no,
wake up one day, and be like, oh, I'm evil.
No, it 100% is. If you wanted to go sell your soul to the devil and you find the empty, and you just go to the empty crossroads in the middle of the night, you have to be willing. It's just like a vampire, right? You have to be willing to let them in. See, that's the whole thing about the devil, bro. The devil does not, he doesn't make you do anything. He makes it so that you ask him. You get what I'm saying? You come to him and say, I'll give you my soul for this.
Right, because he's the ultimate showman.
Exactly.
He says, look at all these things that you could have. Look at this life that you could be living that you've never had before. Look at all these things that I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you fame. I can guarantee you a huge following. I can guarantee it'll tell you whatever you want to hear as long as you sign your name on that dotted line.
But see, where people mess up is they don't listen to the book of Job. They completely forget about the story of Job. The fact of having faith and staying true to your convictions and your morals is that what at the end of the day is what's going to pay off. Like, I don't know if you know the story of Job, but I'm gonna tell it just for the people out there, just in case they don't know. Job was a man who
Sorry.
who he was very loyal to God. And Jesus and not Jesus, but Lucifer and God were having a conversation one day. And Lucifer pretty much tells him, like, listen, the only reason why Job has so much loyalty to you is because of all this stuff that he has. You know, you've blessed him with the biggest farm and the most sheep and the most beautiful wife and the biggest family. You know, he has all of this stuff. He's so rich and powerful. That's why he serves you. So God said, all right, I'll let you test him. You can take everything he has to see if he goes to you. So slowly but surely, he loses his farm, his sheep die, his kids die, his wife dies. Job has nothing, and at every turn, he stays loyal to God. He stays true to God. He never once says, God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you doing this to me? Nothing. He just stays true, and he knows that at the end of the day, God is going to look out for him. He's going to that there's a plan for this. There's a reason for it. And then the time comes and the test is up and Lucifer loses. God gives Job everything he had +4.
As a reward for keeping
As a
his faith.
reward. He quadrupled everything he had. See, the payment that and whatever it is that Lucifer is willing to offer you is never as big as the payment or the reward that you can get from staying true to yourself or staying true to Yah.
Why, or in a layman's terms, what I've always said is why even try to be like anybody else when you could be you to your fullest ability?
Exactly.
Which is something I've experienced my whole life, man. Straight up. Like when I was growing up and I was in school and I got out of school, going through the different workforces, like everybody always wants you to be a part of their clique or their group. They want you to be a part of that affiliation. And, in ordering to do this, you gotta, do something stupid or whatever. You know what I mean? You have to basically, pass their test of whether you're worthy or not to be incorporated in their daily functions. And that's never been me. I don't like that. And I've never fit in a group. I've always just been me. And I find that when you do that, the people in your life that have the same type of energy as you are the ones that recognize you and gravitate to you. You actually gravitate to each other because energy recognizes energy. So therefore, I think just being a part of a group for some people is completely gratifying. Like it's okay to say, I'm a rapper, or I'm a basketball player, I'm a this or I'm a that.
We all want to be part of a group.
Not me though.
No,
it's just safety meeting.
But see, you did though, and you always have. That's why we played sports when we were kids. Yeah, we liked the sport that we were playing, but on some real shit, there was nothing better to us than the camaraderie that we had with the people that we played with. That's why we played it.
Very true.
You know what I mean? That's why people play sports. That's why it's hard for athletes to retire, because we miss that camaraderie. We miss that group. We miss that being a part of something that's bigger than oneself.
True. And like 20, I've been out of school now for almost 22 years. As crazy as that sounds. But because I live in a small town, from time to time, I run into some people I went to school with. And in most cases, I always try to avoid them. But small town living is small town living. And I'm a pretty big guy, so I stand out in the crowd. And but yet there's those ones like the old football players or the old football team, the old basketball team. Even if there's been 22 years, well, still, what's up, man? How you doing? We'll do a fist bump. How's everything? So on and so forth. Then we continue on about our lives. And you know what I mean?
Because on some level, we may not have been verbal, but we made a vow to each other that we were going to be brothers forever. We went to war with each other. That's what sports is.
Figuring out how to become organized. And once you're organized, it's a beautiful thing.
I mean, maybe it's because, we played football mainly, but that's mainly what football is. It's you and the person next to you are going to war against the person in front of you. Who wins?
The tandem that's most familiar with each other.
Normally, yeah.
Yep.
Unless you have that Aaron Donald who can just fucking blow you up and do it by himself. But I feel like we left the Travis Scott thing though.
Facts.
So did you know that there was a child there?
Yeah, 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Bro, children go to all these shows. No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't take your kid to go see live music. I'm not saying that at all. I've been wanting to take my daughter to an Avenged Sevenfold concert for at least 6 years now. But a rap show, man?
I meant as one of the victims.
I'm just saying, a rap show, though?
I mean, why not? Concert's a concert.
Well, I mean, okay, the times have changed, right? But back in the day, you couldn't buy a certain album unless you were old enough.
I mean, yeah, but you can go anywhere with a parent and guardian. Well, not anywhere.
Right.
You can't go into a strip club, but you can.
I don't think
you can go into a bar.
I mean, don't get me
Same
wrong,
job.
man. I'm not trying to like look down upon rap music. I just feel like a rap show is probably a place you wouldn't want to take a kid, man.
You know, I feel the same way about a heavy metal concert. Honestly, it really, if we're gonna be, people got shot at a fucking country music concert, man, in Vegas.
True.
So it doesn't matter what the music is. But so if there was a portal and he did try to, it was a demon possession. Isn't it kind of funny that the first people that he really, you know what I mean? Because I really didn't know who Travis Scott was until the big Fortnite event. Like I heard of him before that, but that's what made him blow the fuck up, in my opinion.
Facts.
That whole time frame. He had that, and then he had the sandwich deal at McDonald's. That's when Travis Scott blew the fuck up. He's always been coming at kids. Lil Nas X, they target kids. What if they're using the children as sacrifices to gain their fame? Now, I can't prove this, but I guarantee you that if we were to go back and look more into Lil Nas X to right around the time he started to blow up, that maybe at or around the time of some of his concerts, some of these, something happened to some kids some down the line. I can't prove it.
It's all about the kids, man.
I haven't researched it, but it would make sense.
I feel like just about every subject nowadays involves involves kids.
Yeah.
Like just in general.
But see where I'm going with this is both of them targeted kids, right? To blow the fuck up. They used kids to blow up. And then as soon as they blew up, they went and did some demonic shit. This whole concert was a demonic concert. Lil Nas X, that whole fucking last album was nothing but he was literally fucking the devil in one of his music videos. Don't get no more demonic than that.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And then he had an interview, I guess, allegedly, not that long ago, where he went on the interview talking about he just did all that gay shit because he was told to try to help make the world gay.
And you know what? That
because
is
he got caught, like somebody
I'll ever believe him.
Like somebody caught him. It was like on Snapchat or Instagram or somewhere. He was out in a public forum kissing his girlfriend. He's like, of course I got a girlfriend. What I do is that's just a character. That's what they want me to do.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I also think that he's also, he's probably bisexual.
Sure he is.
Like,
absolutely.
Bro, just think about it, man. One of the biggest heads in music is Puffy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, to get into the music game and entertainment business nowadays, you usually got to go through Puffy somehow, some way.
Right.
There's some type of fucking gay ass ritual that Puffy does. P. Diddy, Sean Combs, however the fuck you call him.
Right.
When I was growing up, he was Puff Daddy, so he's always gonna be Puffy to me.
right? It's part of whatever group that is that they're a part of. Whoever joins that group has to go out and do some shit like put a dress on and go out in public.
Yeah. And we
Not
all
the same
know,
group, not the black eye group. No, that's a whole different group.
man,
We're talking.
we've known since the night. Oh, I thought you were looking for that. We've known since the 90s that Puffy was gay.
I mean, whether it was a publicity stunt or not, at least he got to get with J-Lo for a minute.
I
You know
mean,
what? You know whether he gay or not, he at least hit it one time.
oh, I don't think he's just, regular, just only fuck dudes gay. He's bisexual. He goes both ways. He don't care. A hole is a hole.
What was it that what you said used to say he was?
Boule?
Boule, yeah, a boule.
Yeah. That's like the entertainment business's version of the Illuminati. I mean, I believe that it would exist. Only makes sense, right? Like, I believe they told you that in Hunger Games. Like, because the people that were in the top tier, like, they were literally there to make you believe things were different than what they were.
Change the storyline, plot twists,
Yeah,
dramatic effects. You know,
exactly what we see our media and entertainment businesses doing now. Shit, that's
true.
why they want to fine Aaron Rodgers for, being unvaccinated. They knew he was unvaccinated when he did all those press conferences without masks.
Aaron Rodgers. I know you'll never watch our show, but if you do, you're the fucking GOAT, bro. Fuck Tom
Facts.
Brady.
This is coming
You
from
are the GOAT.
It's coming from a Redskins fan and a Bills fan. You are the best quarterback of all time. Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck him. Cocksucking
Tom Brady.
motherfucker.
But that affirmative, I don't care what anybody ever says for the rest of my, for as long as I live. Anybody ever ask me who's the greatest quarterback of all time, Pat? I'm going to tell him Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
followed by Tom Brady.
but the fact that they want to come back and fine him for all this shit that they already knew before this that he was unvaccinated. You're only punishing him because he got sick.
Right.
Well, now let's talk about it scientifically. Since the fact that he got sick, he now has the antibodies in his system that he won't get sick for another 6 to 9 months. So he can finish the season. You ain't got nothing to fucking worry about.
See, no, I've watched this interview a few times, right? Because it's really interesting. Aaron Rodgers is a very smart man.
Every Tuesday, Pat McAfee show, people. Aaron Rodgers.
So, for one, he looks pretty healthy for a guy who has COVID. Okay, we're going to start with that.
A couple days ago, tested positive.
Right. So I think the problem is I think the NFL caught wind that maybe this is just my theory, guys. I'm not quoting anybody. It's just my thought. I'm thinking out loud. This is what happens when I get safe. So say the NFL catches wind that he didn't actually have a vaccination. So they're like, well, that ain't cool.
They knew
if he gets, I'm just playing out in my head.
Oh, okay.
But if he gets away with it, then other people are going to get away with it. And we can't be having that. We need to set an example. They can set an example with a second, third year player who hasn't really made an impact in the league, but nobody's going to care because he never made an impact in the league. We're talking Aaron Rodgers, right? The only guy that could ever take the torch from Brett Favre. Like, that's the kind of legend that Aaron Rodgers is. And they say, okay, Aaron, well, now we're going to fuck with you. Now we have to make an example out of you. Because if we do this to Aaron Rodgers, holy shit, we need to either go get the vaccination or we need to come clean real quick on our health screenings and all this shit.
Well,
but you know what happens though?
The Supreme
Aaron
Court
fucking Rodgers.
The Supreme Court comes back and says what you're trying to do is illegal. We're putting a pause on all your mandates.
Right, but okay, but what Aaron Rodgers says is back in the summertime when it was talked about and brought up in topic of conversation, he said he got immunized.
Immunized.
Right, because he was participating in immunization treatments, different treatments to regulate his antibodies to be able to build up tolerance so he wouldn't get sick from things like COVID.
Technically, we've already had vaccines. We've been immunized.
Yeah, we all
From
have.
measles, chickenpox, hepatitis.
Mhm.
So he wasn't lying.
Right. And gene therapy and immunization therapy is not illegal. Just not like everybody's got the money to do it. But it's Aaron frickin' Rodgers. He's not an idiot. So he
Now,
never lied about anything.
did you notice in that interview when Aaron Rodgers was telling him about how he was treating himself, about how he talked to Joe Rogan, that Pat McAfee had to hold himself back from laughing at him, from laughing out loud at him. Now, I can understand it. Yeah, Joe Rogan is not a doctor. Get it. But Joe Rogan beat coronavirus in 3 days. All right.
He's not an idiot.
He's talked to way more doctors than any of us have about this subject. All right. It's not the fact that that people like us don't know what the fuck we're talking about, that we haven't done our research. We've done research. That's the problem. You haven't. If
Right.
you're out there watching this and you're one of those people that say that we're stupid, that we need to do our research, have you done yours? Because I know I have.
Facts. The only difference between us and other people that you might watch is that they may have higher credentials because they may have been in the game a little bit longer. But don't worry. Get used to our faces. We'll be around.
That's right, because I ain't going nowhere.
There's always a time for a safety meeting.
But it's just crazy, man. Like you
So-
want to shit on me because I know some shit that you don't. So you tell me I need to do my research. That's not what CNN told me.
Right. So I think when it goes back to, I'm kind of circling back. So I think when it comes back to Aaron Rodgers, though, they set the example. The man told them how he felt. He probably learned millions of people. And that's a good thing. It raises awareness and brings the concept of thinking critically to the forefront, making people, oh shit, Aaron Rodgers says I need to think more critically because not everything is what it seems. Holy shit. Now everybody's getting into it. The internet's talking about it everywhere. They're talking about it in other countries, right? What if that's just another distraction?
Say that again. Sorry.
What if it was just a distraction? The whole thing.
Him getting COVID and everything.
The whole thing. A distraction. A distraction from what? From Biden's infrastructure bill that they're trying to pass.
Oh, they can't pass that. We already know that.
I know, but they're trying.
As soon as those elections were done the other day, man, he lost his chance of being able to pass that bill. They lost the numbers. They would need Republicans to flip. You already know they're not going to flip.
And then what happened? A group of people went and voted allegedly, and it didn't turn out to be in their favor. But the fact that they went and people even voted says maybe they're not really getting the message. Maybe their eyes really aren't open. Maybe their ears really don't work. Or maybe they just don't give a fuck.
I would like to think that it's not just a distraction because it's Aaron Rodgers. I don't think he would sell himself out like that.
I don't think he would either.
He doesn't give me the sellout vibe.
Me either, but the words that he said made such a huge impact. It made waves.
Well, yeah.
That no matter how you look at it, a distraction is a distraction.
Because listen, I'm not shitting on Kyrie when I say this. But there is a difference between the perception that people have on Aaron Rodgers compared to Kyrie Irving or me or you. And it's based off of the fact that he went and graduated from a fucking very prestigious college. We all know that he is a very smart, well-read individual. Like, whereas Kyrie, by no means is he stupid, but the way he makes himself seem, see, the way he shows himself to everybody is why he has the problems he has.
He let his character lead rather than himself.
He let himself get emotional. That's what I'm really trying to say is, you know what I mean? I use bad words. I'm sorry, people, I'm safe. But he let himself get into his emotions too much, which led
Right.
him to get angry, which made him seem, I mean, that, I guess really when you're in an argument, that's the main key, right? To get the other person angry first. Because as soon as you get angry first, you lose all credibility.
Right. But I don't know. I mean, when it comes down to it, like when it comes to that topic in general, whether it be in the sports world or within our own personal lives, it's a choice always.
Yes, 100%. Both of them are right.
And you know, if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm sorry. And I pray for your well-being. However,
You know,
there's so many signs that if you haven't paid attention, then it was meant to be that way. And for that, I also pray for you.
you know what I think Kyrie's biggest problem was in all of this, how people perceive him. He should have not have let out with flat Earth. That, because you know what I mean, that was his big like awakening into like, oh, Kyrie's woke, is he came out talking about flat Earth.
Right.
And just that subject alone gets everyone to automatically believe, oh, this guy's crazy. So
Right.
since he
People get so
let out,
defensive about it.
yeah,
It's crazy. Like there are some people that are open for suggestion and they'll at least hear out or hear you out. You feel me? Or hear out the possibility of something that you never thought about. But a lot of people, they're just their immediate defense mechanism because they're not programmed that way. They're programmed to turn the other cheek. They've done it their whole lives.
see, that's the thing, they're programmed.
Right. So the unprogramming is the hard part, which is why I believe all this information that we've all acquired over this source of the past few years, I believe it was fed to us in moderation. So that way, if there was ever per se a big reveal, it wouldn't put the world into a complete state of shock and panic because they already kind of had an idea. They heard a thing or two about that or whatever. You know what I mean?
So no one's ever thought it was a little funny that before we had the technology or the ability to prove the mathematics of the world being round and it being a spinning ball hurling through space, that someone was able to correctly calculate it down to the proper number. Now, wouldn't it make more sense that they had this alternate theory that they went and created, made it seem scientific and all like this, and said, now we have the technology to finally prove it to you. So we're going to make the proof fit the theory. Because before they had the ability to actually go to outer space and see that the world was a ball, they were just, how do you put it? It was just a theory. It was the globe theory. Like
And
literally in the early 1900s, they would teach you in school that the earth was flat.
and then what happened?
All fucking Rothschilds, baby. Pretty much. World War One. That's what happened.
So
Roaring
I think it
20s,
really.
Great Depression.
So when you're looking at it, right? Anytime, what if we're looking at it like this? Anytime you think about how we have this world organization, say like NATO, or you know, let's say the Paris Accords, you got
United
you know
Nations.
the United Nations, you got all these different, like, they're like, listen, we have this idea and we want to pitch it to you, and we're going to make it seem so believable that if you buy in, you could be a part of it and we'll just profit. And not only will we profit, but we'll profit big. We're talking everybody in the world could fund this idea that we have. And if we did do it and got away with it, we could turn it into a war. We could say with our partners that we just made this pact with, hey, I'm thinking about making this thing and going to a place. And they're like, oh, yeah, motherfucker. I'm going to make me a thing and I'm going to the same fucking place and I'm going to do it faster. And they said, oh, yeah, yeah. And then the two people that were already in a pact are like, it's on. So they go through the motions, they go through the drama. Meantime, funneling trillions of dollars towards this fight that isn't even there.
Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
Because you said the word war, which spent my mind on a whole nother thing. Do you think we're at war?
Absolutely.
Or do you think we're getting ready to go to war?
We are at a war, my friend. We've been at war. The only
100%.
problem is,
For
is
two
you can't
years
see
now.
it. Yeah, but you can't see it. You can't
See,
physically see it.
see, you can if you know where to look. Right? So the first attack, it's all over.
I'm just saying, mostly look up.
Literally, like the very first attack was the pandemic. The coronavirus itself, it was made in the lab. We know this. It is fact.
And
And then there was an outbreak that went worldwide. It is a worldwide war right now.
after
After
Event 201 explained and foreshadowed it. Continue.
oh yeah, that was just them, telling their buddies what was going to happen. But we weren't ever supposed to actually find out about that.
I'm sorry to break your concentration, sir. Continue.
So you had the coronavirus, which slowly caused the world's biggest economic power at the time in America to shut the fuck down, causing their world debt to go increasingly even higher. All right. Now you don't really have the money to fund the wars that you want to fight, but you still want to fight wars. You got Russia, China, North Korea, pretty much everyone that's an enemy with you teaming up against you. Then you get Canada to turn on you. Mexico is invading you with everyone around the world. Oh, did you know that last week, Navy SEALs raided a couple of them cargo ships and rescued a bunch of illegal children that were being trafficked?
Over 10,000 in an article I read.
So there's that. The whole world has been at war with each other.
Now, in 2018, President Trump signed an executive order for In the event of any sort of foreign collusion or attack on elections or election integrity, would immediately result in a cease, as in U.S. completely stops trade with any foreign interference. Completely stops. Nothing gets imported, nothing gets exported unless it's made in America and it's being exported, right? So with that being said, 2018, it's kind of also, it was like he was foreshadowing. He was saying, you know what? If there is an election integrity and there is some sort of collusion, there is some sort of whatever, we're going to stop trade with China, first and foremost, because we buy everything from China. Secondly, it's going to create, unfortunately, but until they can get, so that makes you think. Now they got all these cargo ships still sitting out in the water. Why? Where are they from? Oh, they're from China, or they're from the Ukraine, or they're from
Doesn't
Japan.
matter.
I mean,
The fact that they're on a ship tells you that they're not from America.
right. So it kind of makes you wonder, is that their way of showing and flexing their power, saying we know because we're refusing to do trades with you right now? And all these people that are upset because, oh, I got to make sure I get the next thing for Christmas. My kid's not going to go without. Man, shut the fuck up. You don't need to buy everything from China. You don't.
There's a small problem with that, though, right? Because by you saying that, and I don't think you noticed you did this, you just proved my theory. Sorry, my dog was running down the steps. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. But you just proved my theory that Biden is Trump's puppet. Because what you just said is that he signed into an act that if there was any foreign collusion into an election, that we would stop all foreign trade altogether. Now, that would mean that there was a foreign collusion into our last election on Biden. So by Biden being the one to pull the trigger and say, hey, we're not trading with you anymore, he now has to admit the fact that he was the one that colluded with a foreign agent. Which means he has to just willingly step down and take whatever the fuck they give him. He's
right.
Trump's
But
puppet.
rather than do that, he's playing like he's now all of a sudden he's old. He's incompetent. He's shitting his pants, over in Greece.
Or is that what he's told to do?
Right. Because I heard a weird conspiracy about him. And it kind of stuck with me. I don't know if you heard this one. So there's a conspiracy out there that says that Joe is being played by multiple different people. There's 4 people total.
And one of them being Jim Carrey.
In one of them, but that it's his son that died, Bo. So really, when Bo died, the real Joe Biden actually died. And Bo, because they're the same body type, they have the same features and structures, was able to put on the mask and pull it off, which would explain why a 74-year-old man, just a year ago or whatever, 2 years ago, was able to go jog the White House just to keep up with his exercise.
Oh, I think that was more than 2 years ago, but
you know
Trump
what I mean?
had a whole term, but
But I'm just, I don't know. It's a conspiracy. So if it was, because look, guys, let's just be real. Even if you don't know shit about computers and you don't know shit about what's going on with the world, we can all say the same thing. That when you look at Biden, he's not the same guy. That's all. That's not him. I don't know who it is. I don't know what it is. That's just not the same guy, though.
When I say I'm not taking it that far, I don't think he's like a whole different person and there's other people playing him and all that shit. I think it's Joe Biden. But like, I don't think it's Joe Biden. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to change somebody. Your brain is nothing more than a computer.
Right.
Like you can download your consciousness if you worked hard enough, which means you can
And,
change someone's
and
consciousness.
where is it located?
I don't know. I'm not a brain doctor. There's plenty of places it could be
That's
located. For all we
that's the
know,
that's the relevancy of your pineal gland. Your conscious is right here.
I mean, that's just what you think. For all we know, it could be in your cerebral cortex, where your DMT is distributed from.
Wherever it is, though, that's where they pull it from. And they go
Like-
bloop, and they put it in the
like-
new one.
Like your cerebral cortex is literally, there's part of it. Like I think it's like known as like the God gland. Like it even looks like a cross and everything. It's weird. There's a whole theory to it. And I'm high. And I don't really remember it. That sounds stupid. But I just don't think Biden's being played by somebody else. I think that he's just not doing anything among his own free will.
What's a deal he made? All I know is I'm just tired of all the shit. I'm ready for the next. I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready for whatever comes next, whether it be a new prosperous society, or it's going to be the opposite and whatever. So I need to get on with this shit because it's starting to drag on, getting pretty boring.
But
Now
that's
they
the
just
point.
think of different ways every day to fuck with you. Now they want to come after our kids. And let me tell you what, I don't give a fuck. You're not taking anybody's kids, especially mine.
People may not like it, but America is slowly becoming Nazi Germany. You know, it's funny. They tell you all the time, people that, forget their past and do them to repeat it. America seems to forget.
America seems to forget an awful lot.
They just
I wonder
think
why that is.
They just think that I think we got complacent as a whole, right? Like everyone just thought, oh, we're always going to be America. We're always going to be the greatest. We're always going to be the strongest. Like shit. I remember when you used to tell me we had the greatest army in the world.
Because we do.
We don't though, man, and you know it. We don't even have.
No, I don't know it.
Then why does Afghanistan have a whole shitload of our equipment?
That's not because of our weakness of our army. It's by a poor decision on a moron.
It is though, because every war that we've ever been into, we needed another country to bail us out of it. World War Revolution, the revolution, right? What gained us our freedom? France and Spain pulled us out of that. We didn't win that shit by ourselves. World War I, England. World War II, England. United Nations. They all pulled us out of that shit. We didn't win that shit by ourselves. We've never won any war by ourselves. We don't have the world's greatest army. We have the world's greatest friends.
Super friends.
Pretty much. But see, here's our problem. Are those people still our friend? Because if I'm right and Biden's really just Trump's pawn, eventually they're going to find out and they're going to pull out. None of them like Trump, especially England. How you going to how are they going to respect a man that couldn't bow for the queen? Said, why am I going to bow for you? I ain't beneath you, which I respect. I think that shit's gangster. I don't know, man. I keep on coming back to this book, The Last President. I'm gonna have to re-listen to it because it just keeps on like there's something there. There's a reason why it's about the Trumps.
There is something there, man. We know what it is, but it's just fun to talk about out loud because we can go back and forth about it, but really we can only just speculate until we see actual proof of change or something happens or so, you know what I mean? All we could do is speculate. And then even if something does happen, we still have to speculate because no matter how you look at it, man, like they just don't fucking like us. We're a real nuisance to their pockets, and it's just they don't care anymore.
There's
They're
just too many
being
of us.
they're being flagrant. So now they're like they hit that last stage. They hit that. All right, guys. Well, you're not doing what you want to do. We threatened you. You stood up and we backed down. But we're going to come back with something else. And now we're going to target your children between the ages of 5 and 11. Because guess what? Almost everybody has them. So now they're like, here it is, and then they're going to threaten you with something. But you know what? Fuck you. Okay, you're not going to do anything. First off, it's unconstitutional. You can't mandate anything.
Yo, what was the number in that movie that made Jim Carrey go crazy?
23.
It was 23.
Yeah,
Wasn't 13.
no, it's 23.
Never mind then. Number 13 is just very significant. You got the 13 families, 13 portals.
It's all math.
Well, I'm more thinking, right? What if
Yeah, there's a lot of smart people out there that have done a lot of math.
what if the 13 families want to break up the world into their own sections, right? This is just our me and my family section. We get to have our how many slaves per family, say each family gets 100,000 slaves. That's 130,000, it's what, 1 million people left over, spread out among the world. Maybe that's what all this shit's about. Maybe that's why they're saying this is going to be a black winter, because they're just going to kill off a lot of people.
Well, I'm always ready. I can't turn that off anymore.
See, I don't think they're going to do it in a way that you're going to be able to fight back to it.
No, bro. All they have to do is cut the power. We've said this before. All they got to do is cut the power, and everybody's fucked.
That's not true, though.
It is, though, because once you cut the power to everything, nothing works. You have ultimate control.
All right. First off, you can't cut power. This isn't a TV show. You can't. There's no flip. There's no switch. Wow. There's no switch to flip that can make your car stop running.
Unless it's an EMP.
Unless it's an electric car. There's
right, but all cars nowadays have an electric computer component inside of them. All you need is an EMP and it shut your whole shit down.
There's plenty of people driving cars around here that are fucking pre-95, pre all that shit.
Yeah, in Syracuse.
All over the place, bro.
Not around my house.
You just got to know how to look for them, man. But then you still got generators, shit like that. People lived thousands of years without electricity. Like, is it going to kill some people? Yeah, but you're not going to kill as many people as you think just by cutting off electricity.
The weak ones, the uninformed ones.
Survival of the fittest.
The ones that have learned nothing in their existence.
Survival of the fittest, bro.
Facts.
So listen, sometimes you gotta weaken the herd. I mean, thin the herd to get the best. Cream always rise to the top, bro.
It's not so much, I guess, about thinning the herd. Anyways, that's just weird. But shit.
That's 100% what it's about for them, though. Because listen, right now, from a statistical advantage, yeah, they have all these guns and weapons and all this shit, and they could just end it right now. But that ruins their whole plan. No one wants to live in a bunker for the rest of their life. Because if they bomb the shit out of the top ground, they're never gonna see sunlight again. They're gonna die in a bunker.
That's a good
It's
one.
not worth it. So the only way for them to statistically win is they have to thin the herd. They don't want to kill all of us because they need their slaves, but they have to thin the herd. They have to make it so that we give up willingly.
Bro, what if Rome never failed?
You mean foe?
Fell.
I've-
What if
I'm
we
kinda-
still live? What if we still live in the Roman Empire? It's just modern.
I mean, I've heard that theory. I really don't. I really don't believe it though, because I believe that we're just at the same precipice that Rome was at.
Right, we're not under the Roman Empire. We still go about, but we go by maritime law.
I mean, depending on who you talk to, some people say we go by draconian law. Some people say we go by maritime law. Some people say we go by this type of law. Really, I don't give a fuck about any of that. It has no effect on me.
But I'm just thinking how the Roman times were. You got your warriors, they fight for their keep, they fight to live. There you go, there's your UFC. You got your entertainers, your people to sing songs. There's your entertainment. You got to entertain the masses at the Coliseum, right? Keep them entertained in between fights. So then, you got
I think you're just-
sports.
I think you're misinterpreting what's the word? Cultural appropriation. We've all just picked up things from generations. How do we know that these things are uniquely Roman? How do we not know that the ancient Egyptians used to do the same type of shit? Or the ancient Mayans and shit like that, which had no contact with the ancient Romans. You know what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this? What if these things aren't unique to just the Romans, but they're just natural human things? We need to be distracted.
Ways to have order
Yeah.
and
'Cause-
maintain order.
Because think about it, bro. If you woke up every day and your life was wake up, fish, farm, eat, sleep, fish, farm, eat, sleep, fish, farm, eat, sleep, fish, farm, eat, sleep, you would want to give the fuck up eventually. People need to be distracted. We've been finding ways since the beginning of time to distract ourselves. Playing games, making things. That's why there's so many inventions. I don't think. I think Rome fell. I think we're just at the same precipice they were. We're about to fall. They've all said it. New World Order. That's why Russia and China were at none of those conventions.
I just had some
Message.
fucking Decepticons like crazy. It was kind of funny.
I was clear on my end. I know that much.
I know, like I could hear you, but you're
Oh, well, just
It's
don't
good.
look at it then. All right.
uh
I don't know, man. I don't see it.
what if the whole concept of the New World Order, saying it out loud, is another one of those things? It's a pact. You just say it repetitively and use it in a terrifying scenario, and it's a way to establish dominance through fear.
Man,
Because if it was so, remember the late 90s into the early 2000s, NWO, it was a
You just
fan
stole my.
base.
I was about to say you just stole my thunder, bro. They assimilated us into it. They knew our generation was going to be at this precipice. That by the time we got to be the age that we're the ones that really, if they're going to have any effect of taking over the world, they have to take us out. No offense to the people that are older than us, but you're not really the ones that they're trying to repopulate with or have be a farmhand, because you only have maybe, if you're lucky, 30 more years of work left out of you. Right? Whereas us, we still got a good, 40, 50 years, maybe 60 if we're lucky and healthy, and then we could still, we're still fertile enough to reprocreate. So we got that one going for us. It's just at the precipice of that's where we're at. And then the ones younger than us, they're kids. They're easy to get at. Show them some money, some fast cars, some chicks with big boobs, and some chicks with dicks, and they're all over it. Tell them that their feelings matter.
You want a PS5? Here you go. Here, just real quick, take the shot.
Like, this may make me sound misogynistic or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. Do you notice how since they've changed gender roles? Men are now supposed to be the sensitive and, emotionally intuitive, and pretty much your husband is supposed to be your gay best friend, and your gay best friend is supposed to be, I don't really know.
Bro.
Or then there's just some cases all out that, the father is a stay-at-home dad, the mom's got a nice job, shit like that. Like the fact that they made it that you have to have a two-family, either one of you is fucking rich or both of you have to work. There's no in between. Because if not, you're going to struggle.
Right. Bro, I need to quote a friend of ours. Shout out to Manly. He said, let's talk about how GQ says there's an attack on masculinity. And we laughed at him. Joe, we laughed at him. We all laughed at him. So what the fuck is this guy talking about? He says, for real, they're talking about this. And he listed off these things, and he was very passionate about it. And we just laughed. I know I laughed at him.
Fucking Manly.
And it was no disrespect to him. It's just something that you don't typically hear in a conversation. But hey, that's the kind of shit you get on safety meeting. So it's all good.
And then the next thing you know, he's over here talking about how Kobe and Tom Brady sucked dick to win championships. Maybe his crazy drunk ass was onto something. And maybe we owe him an apology.
Because really, since he brought it up in that episode of Safety Meeting, he's fucking spot on, man. Because there is an attack on masculinity. There is an attack on men. Yeah. Men can't be men anymore. Men are warriors. Men would fucking kill just for looking at them the wrong way. Men are intended to be these machines, but we're soft. Men are all up in their feelings. Like, you can't be hanging around with a group of dudes and say something, and then one dude gets all butthurt because you hurt his feelings. Really? You're in a group of dudes. Get the fuck out of the group if you can't take a joke, bitch.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because
I ain't gonna front. Pat knows this. I love to talk shit, but I will not talk shit to you if I don't like you. And this is for one reason, because I don't like you. So the only reason for me to talk shit to you is to fight you. And I don't want to go back to jail, so I don't want to hurt you, so I don't want to fight you. I just want you to stay the fuck away from me, so I'm just not going to talk to you. But if I like you, I'm going to give you shit 24/7 about everything.
And this man has no boundaries. Okay. You try to set boundaries. He says, fuck your boundaries.
Exactly. I don't care. If you don't like gay jokes, guess what? I'm going to make the most worst gay jokes to you that I can. I'm going to call you gay all the time. I'm going to find that button and I'm going to push it until it doesn't bother you anymore, because that's my job as your friend. I'm making you tougher for the world around you. That shit. That's why I tell my son all the time, and I pick on my kids all the time. And I tell them, and it works. Like, people may say, "Oh, that's mean," but it works. You go ahead. You pick on JJ. That shit don't phase him. I've already said some more fucked up shit to him than you ever thought of.
Right.
Like, and then look at him and be like, you know what? Does it hurt your feelings when other kids talk shit to you? No. Does it bother you? No, because they kind of don't make sense. There you go.
I've helped condition you. You understand?
Exactly. You understand that people's words don't mean anything. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words will not hurt me.
Right. Yo, it's kind of a funny story, right? So I told Jake a while back, I'm referring to my nephew, guys, but so I was telling my nephew a while back, because he had a different upbringing than I. So I mean,
He
the
has a different
boy, the
upbringing than everybody. He goes around shaking random people's hands in bathrooms underneath the stall.
yeah. But anyway, he's a good kid, but he's always he always liked to fight. He grew up fighting. Fighting was cool. It was encouraged. He was an asshole basically, and I've told him since day one. I said, you could be the biggest, baddest motherfucker on the planet, but somebody one day is going to knock you the fuck out, and they're going to knock you out bad. It's going to hurt, and some shit's going to break, and you're going to feel like a piece of shit because you crossed the line that you didn't have to cross. So
Or you're going to do that to
I said,
someone else, and then
I
you're
said,
gonna feel like
so,
shit.
so I'm like, so what you need to do is, no matter the circumstance, listen to what it is that they're calling you out for whatever reason. And at that moment, you decide, do I want to be the old me and do some dumb shit that now I could legally get in trouble for, or do I be smarter than the person in front that's trying to create a problem? And 9 out of 10 times, being smarter than the person goes further, because not only were you smarter than them, but you make them look like an idiot in front of their friends, which is really what the whole bullshit's about usually in the first place. How you want to look in front of somebody.
In about 98% of all situations, I would have to agree with you on that one. Unless this person, now, I don't know, maybe just because I have a hard time, dropping some of my old things, but unless a person invites you to their penis and straight tells you, suck my dick, you tell me to suck your dick, those are fighting words. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we sitting there and you like, fuck you, suck my dick, we fighting. Or if you look at me and we arguing and you look at me and you say, man, fuck you, bitch, we fighting. Right off the bat, I'm letting you know. Like, those two things right there, those are automatic fight words. If we in the middle of an argument and you look at me and call me a bitch, we fighting. If we in the middle of an argument and you tell me to suck your dick, we fighting. Now, I know some people that if you even just say suck my dick, that you know what I mean? But I'm gonna be honest with you, we from New York, bro. That's just a New Yorker thing. Hey, yo, suck my dick, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's basically how you use it, I guess. If we in the middle of an argument, you tell me to suck your dick, we fighting.
I get it. I think
But
I'd-
on the same respect, if we're in the middle of an argument, unless I say those words, if I say those words, I'm 100% intending on you swinging on me. If we're in the middle of an argument, I look at you, man, fuck you, bitch. I hope at that moment you swing at me. Before I tell you to suck my dick, I hope that you swing at me. Because those are fighting words for me. So I just hope that they're fighting words for you also.
I can respect that. We all got boundaries.
That's why I said 98% of all situations, I'm with you. It is 100%, 110% more satisfying to be able to beat someone intellectually with your brain over being able to just pound their face in.
But so in reality, since he's been in school now, he's avoided confrontation by outsmarting the people he was talking to in the first place.
And by getting
So-
poo fingers. Telling you, it's gonna happen, man. He's gonna stick his hand underneath that stall and say, "What up, bro?" And the person's not they're poop fingers. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Or piss on his hand or something. Something.
Yep.
Stomp it. I mean, to be honest with you, if I'm chilling and taking a shit and somebody comes in and sits down next to me and reaches their hand under, it's gonna scare me and I'm gonna stomp on it because you deserve it.
Bro, when I was locked up once, right? I was in county and I was in the box. So when you in the box, you only get a shower like once a week, bro. And they take you and like 4 people out at once, and then they put you in like in the shower, but the shower is the cell itself, right? So all you can see is the person's feet next to you. So I'm sitting there and I'm washing and I look over and I hear, "Yo, what the fuck? Bro, what are you doing?" I shit you not. The dude next to me turned to his right and started pissing on the dude's foot next to him. Don't know why. Didn't no one say nothing to each other. We're all just sitting there washing. The next thing you know, I hear, "Yo, bro, stop it. What the fuck you doing?" I mean, I don't know. Maybe he was singing in the cell and it annoyed him, but that shit was the funniest shit I have ever seen while locked up. Dude just straight sat there and pissed on his foot, and you can't do nothing because you can't get to him. Because it's not like you can go up underneath because there's, shit fucking blocking you from going underneath. I can just see your feet. It's fucking sitting there pissing through like the little fucking hole grates. Shit was the funniest shit I've ever seen, man.
I've never pissed on somebody's foot before. I've pissed on my own foot before when I was drunk. For
I
sure.
think we've all done that one, but no, he straight pissed on dude. I mean, I think the most fucked up thing I seen was when these young kids, and I mean, kid was young. He was like 17, and I think the other one was like 18. They set this nigga on fire while he was sleeping.
Wow.
He was the dorm snitch, and they found out that he was a pedo. So they went up, tied him to his bunk as he was asleep, lit his ass on fire.
Wow. Things got dark all of a sudden.
I mean, I figured I told you a funny story, so I had to tell you a sad story.
Okay.
Yin and yang, man. You need the karmic balance. So you feeling
Yin
safe,
and
bro?
Yeah, I'm feeling safe. I'm always feeling safe.
So
How
like
are you?
always, check us out on TikTok, on our other YouTube channel,
I'm
Smoking
Big
Hot
Pat
Takes.
007.
I'm safety underscore meeting.
Appreciate you guys stopping by. I'm feeling pretty good. I think we got a lot of stuff off our chest a little bit. Took some ideas and threw them into the universe.
So Thursday night, be on the lookout for that new episode of Smoking Hot Takes.
what you said. That's what our buddy would said. He needs to get on here, guys. Soon, soon. Safety meeting is going to get a lot bigger. I promise you this. Just keep in tune. For the people that tune in and watch us, we appreciate y'all. We love you guys. I hope you all stay safe always. Be good.
Peace.
Be good to each other.
Fuck
Stay
Tom
toasty.
Brady.
Fuck Tom Brady.